Former lawyer to Nnamdi Kanu and the counsel to the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor has expressed readiness to file appeal at the Appeal Court of Justice against the judgment of Lagos State High Court that sentenced an Ebonyi State-born security guard, Samson Ogochukwu, to death by hanging because he was accused of masterminding armed robbery attack against his employer after he was kidnapped and taken away by the armed robbers who dropped him along the road and gave him 100,000 naira cash gift to return to his village, but instead he decided to go back to his employer. The death row inmate, while calling for help with a video of himself inside the Kirikiri Maximum Prison in Lagos State, said one of the armed robbers happened to be the person who took him from Onitsha in Anambra State, where he was, and helped him to Lagos State to get the security job. Adding, the person alongside other members of the armed robbery gang were later arrested by the police, but the High Court set them free and only sentenced him to death by hanging. Sahara reporters had reported on November 13, 2024, that an indigene of Ebonyi State in the southeast region of Nigeria who is living in Lagos, Samson Ogochukwu, had cried out for help after he said he was sentenced to death by hanging by the Lagos State High Court for a crime he knows nothing about. Ogochukwu, who narrated his ordeal in a video that has since gone on Progressives Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the two major political parties contesting the 2024 Ondo State governorship holding this coming Saturday, have held their grand finale campaigns for the Guba poll, with the PDP urging the Southwest State residents to be vigilant on the ground that someone can only rig election in place where they are popular, while the APC urged the people to vote for its candidate for the continuity of the good things the people have enjoyed from the party since they came into power. Less than 72 hours to the election, the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, on Wednesday, disqualified Olusola Ebiseni as the Labour Party candidate for the upcoming Ondo State governorship election scheduled for Saturday, the 16th of November 2024. Just 48 hours before the Ondo State governorship election, 3 gubernatorial candidates withdrawn from the race, endorsing Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa of the All Progressives Congress (APC). The candidates that stepped down include the Accord Party (AP), the National Rescue Movement (NRM), and the African Democratic Congress (ADC). Governor Ayedatiwa was joined by Benue State Governor, Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia, and his campaign's Director General, Honorable Abiola Makinde, to welcome the endorsement at a solidarity visit in Akure. Some military checkpoints in Abia State appeared to have been sacked by Biafra secessionist armed groups, specifically the Biafra Resistance Fighters, BRF, in recent days ahead of December 2, 2024 anticipated date for the declaration of Biafra Republic by Simon Ekpa-led Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, with more intensive campaign against Nigeria soldiers by the Biafra armed group observed today along Umopara on Imo Road around Umuahia axis in the state, with some soldiers running to take cover and some of them killed. Defense headquarters of Biafra Liberation Army, in a number of separate statements on Wednesday, said the attack was carried out by Biafra Resistance Fighters, one of the arms of the Biafra Defense Forces, BDF. 2 soldiers were seen lifeless in one of the videos posted by the group, and in another video, the group showed moments they were cutting away military high-precision ammunitions, guns and uniforms alongside soldiers' boots. The group released statements with videos showing moments they dislodged military checkpoints in the state on Wednesday and previous days in other locations. Residents on Wednesday early morning sent disturbing video messages of the Biafra armed group, who they described as unknown gunmen, attacking the newly mounted military checkpoint along the Umopara-Onuimo axis in Umuahia, Abia State. Earlier videos on Saturday showed that the Biafra resistance fighters and the
bringing you the news in a more digital way.